Well, Bangladeshis like to live abroad. They hate their own country and they usually prefer to immigrate and live their life abroad. And this is a trend among you can find among most of the Bangladeshis. No matter what country it is, they would like to leave the country. If you ask 10 Bangladeshis, most probably five or six of them will say that they would want to move abroad and they don't want to live their life or raise their children in this country. And there are pretty good reasons for it. We know one of the most important or the most biggest reason is that it is economical, and the financial reason. Earning in Western countries is more convenient. You will be compensated for the work, for the hard work that you are putting into in any profession that you are doing, and based on your skill and your performance, you will be paid. In this country, the thing does not work like that. Even if you are a skilled person who are performing well, you will not be guaranteed to earn money and compensated for the work you are doing. So this is one of the main reason most Bangladeshis wants to move to different country where they can work and they will be paid for the work they are doing. However, there are some reason I'm making this video, and I will state why is that. My reasoning is, in certain areas, living in Bangladesh is actually better than living in Western countries. And I'll say why. First and foremost, and most importantly, that is motivating me to live in my country and not move abroad is the political reasons. Most of the Western countries are getting more and more conservative. They are not that welcoming that they were used to before. And you'll see there is a huge rise of conservative figures who hates brown people, who hates Muslims, and who hates immigrants that are coming to their country. They don't care about if they are coming legally or not. They don't care about if they are making contribution or not. They are basically brainwashed by their conservative leaders who are making money and gathering power and going into power, profiting off of this hatred they have in their heart for people who do not look like them or who do not follow the same lifestyle they are following. And you'll notice that lots of people who goes to abroad are suffering from this racism, and this is impacted in their life. Recently, I have seen several videos where brown people were attacked by racist white supremacists in Canada, in USA. Few days back, literally, an Indian guy was decapitated because he was Indian. He didn't do anything and he didn't have any fault. He was killed just because he was Indian and he had brown skin and nothing else. And you will see the same trend. If you search hijabi women who getting attacked, you'll find at least 50 incidents in West that happened in this year only. And this is a big concern right now in West. And few days back, a woman from Britain, a Bangladeshi woman who were in Britain, got attacked by a white supremacist, and his son were violently attacked by white supremacists. And this is a trend among most of the Western countries you will see. So I think the security living in a Western country or a Muslim or a South Asian or a Asian are not same as it used to be before. This is one thing that demotivates me, but this is not the only thing, because I can protect myself, I can protect my family, and I don't really worry about it that much. I do worry about it a little, but it is not my big concern. My big concern is their tradition, their lifestyle that they live. And when you raise a family in that tradition, your family and the children you are raising will be impacted by that culture. In their culture, in their school system, in their academic um, environment, it is okay to have relationship with a man. A man can have relationship with another man, and this type of LGBTQ propaganda are fed to students from their schooling level. And if you don't allow your children to learn these ideologies, they will mark you. And there are cases and incidents where the children were taken away from their parents because they did not allow their children to learn those ideologies, and you will be tagged and titled as homophobic, bigot, and many other things just because you didn't allow your children to learn those stuff. Another thing that really concerns me living in the West is how they treat their parents. You'll see there is a trend, not trend, it is a tradition in Western countries when their elders, their parents reach a certain age of retirement, they usually send their parents to nursing home or hospitals. Their argument, their justification for that is so that they can die there peacefully. It is a very disrespectful thing to do in our culture, in our country. We, as a parent, our parent raised us and they sacrificed everything. They invested their time, money in us, and they would expect the same thing from us when they are old. So sending them to nursing home means that we do not care about you anymore. You are not valued in the family right now. Your time is over. You are going to die. That is why I'm sending you to nursing home. This is extremely disrespectful. I'm human being who did so many things in his life. He does not deserve to die like this, alone, lonely, depressed. This is why almost 80% of the elderly who are living in nursing homes suffers from depression, and many of them even commit suicide. This is a very disgusting practice in West that I also am afraid of. Also, there is another thing I am concerned about is peer pressure that our children will face living in abroad. Countries like USA, Canada, Australia. You will have to send them to their schools, and they will see and notice that the way they are living is not how their parents or we are teaching them, or we are informing them to live. I will be teaching my children to not have sex and any physical relationship before marriage, but in Western countries it is okay to do so. They will see that their friends are getting into relationship, having physical engagement with other girls or other males, and they are not allowed to do that, and their parents are not letting them do that, and it will impact them negatively in their life. Also, they will see that we are living a completely different lifestyle, and we are trying to live a lifestyle according to our religion, and they will be questioned for that. No, they will be um, singled out for the life they are living. And when people do not find communities that they communities that believe the same thing they believe or follow the same lifestyle they are following, they will start to follow the lifestyle of the majority, and they will submit to the peer pressure and will adopt their lifestyle. And this is actually true for the most of the people, or most of the second generation immigrant, who actually turns into a totally westernized human being. Some of them stop believing in religion. Some of them starts believing in ideologies and idea that completely clashes with our religion. So raising children is a very big concern in Western countries. It is also a concern in our countries as well, because of the influence of liberals in this country and influence of liberal ideologies. But this won't be the same level that we that you will face in West. We still have a community, we still have a society that is based on religion, culture, tradition, and we consider mosque to be a foundation and religious gathering place. And we have a community, and our children will find like-minded children in this community, which they won't find if they live abroad or you raise your children abroad. However, this is not true in all cases, because there are actually communities, Muslim communities, that can be found in countries like Australia, USA right now, but this is not still not a common thing. This is still a very niche stuff. You won't find Muslim communities in every cities you are living. There are very few cities there where you will find some like-minded Muslim communities or people who agrees with your belief and understanding and who will understand you. So it makes and this peer pressure, this push of assimilating or integration with a different culture will make them disregard and abandon their religion and culture. So this is another very big concern for people of this country who are trying to raise their children abroad and planning to go abroad. Another thing that really concerns me is relationship. If you are newly married or planning to get married, the lifestyle in Western country is really different from the lifestyle we are living in this country. Western ideologies, Western culture is heavily influenced by feminist ideologies, where they teach you that it is okay to cheat your husband, it is okay to sell your bodies to online, it is okay to sell your nude pictures to other males, and your husband has no right to say anything for that. These are Western ideologies, and they are trying to make it legal to go naked and walk naked without any wearing anything. There are people like that in Western countries. So these ideologies are harmful. If you have a faithful wife, that's good. But if you are still not married, you will find it difficult to get a like-minded woman. And if you marry a white woman or women that are raised in that culture and society, and you are a Muslim or you are someone who have traditional value, it will be very difficult for you to find a partner, or even if you find a partner, it will be very difficult for you to accustomed with that lifestyle. Either you accept what they are doing, or you live a life without having a partner, or you live a life being depressed when your wife is just selling nude pictures online and you act like a cock. So these are the options you will have, and it is very difficult for you to it will be very difficult for you to find a good loyal wife, women who doesn't have 10 or 15 um, boyfriend, who didn't have 10 or 15 boyfriend, and she is a good woman. It is not common in Western countries. It is very rare. It is very difficult to find such women. So this is another concern if you are not still married or you don't have any partner. So these are the main concerns that I can tell you right now, what you will face after going to abroad and what you will face living a life in Western countries. However, the pros are still better than the cons. The pros are economical, the economy, the lifestyle, the security are still comparatively better than our country. We in our country we also have security issues. You will be attacked no matter what. There probably will be attacked for your religion, your skin color or ethnicity, but here people will attack you or try to mug you just for money. So things are not that different in any country. So yeah, and it is up to you, and it is up to you what you value most. If you don't have any concerns regarding what I have just told you, you are okay to go and live your life abroad. But if you are planning to lead a religious life, raise a family of religious children, God-fearing, and want to have a God-fearing wife, then it is better for you to live in a country like Bangladesh, Pakistan, Turkey, Bahrain, UAE. These countries would be a better choice than living in any Western countries. So that's just what I want to say and end this video with this message.